In this video, we will go over and cover different ways to attack and structure a workout and terms to become familiar with. Mixing things up will keep your body adjusting and adapting in a way that will lead to positive changes in your body's composition. Do you want to get back into things and start lifting weights? Where do you start? What do you do? What do you use, or what program is best? Do you just wing it? How many reps? Whether you're new to things or an experienced lifter, I think this will add value to your fitness routine. After all, this is not one size fits all, but there are many different factors that lead to increased success. Please leave comments below and subscribe, letting us know what you have seen success with in your own journey. No matter how good of a routine you have, it won't be perfect and you will make mistakes. Some days you won't feel like training, but I promise you, just being there and keeping it on pace will help you hit your goals. I would not recommend winging it. Go in with a general plan and have at least an idea of what body parts you want to work, what exercises you want to do, and a general repetition range, and how you will approach your workout or weightlifting session. I also want to set realistic expectations, and trust me, I get it. I've been there. Just like anyone else, I've done ab workout, gone in 10 or 15 minutes, feel all this pain in my stomach and look down and expect abs to be popping out right away. Unfortunately, this is not how it works. Lasting results and change takes time. Be patient and remember that consistency will make all the difference. If you are currently not working out, set a goal to just work out a couple times a week. I promise you will start to see changes quickly. If you are already working out a little, maybe once or twice a week, try progressing and getting in a few minutes every day or every other day. No matter where your baseline is, take it and adjust it so that you can see change. Even if it is a quick walk, when you don't feel like it, it'll add up over the course of weeks, months, years. This will make a difference in achieving your fitness goals long term as you work out and lose fat just by implementing simple changes. I will now walk you through different types of ways to structure your weightlifting workout or resistance training. The first way to structure a workout is with supersets. This is when you do 2 back-to-back exercises without rest in between. They are usually opposing muscle groups. For example, a standing bicep curl with a tricep pushdown. So you're working opposing muscles in your arms. Or doing a bench press with pull-ups, again opposing muscles. If you wanted to burn out one muscle group, you could do 2 of the same. For example, a barbell squat followed by lunges, working the same body parts. This is an effective way to get a good pump and get more done in a shorter amount of time with less breaks in between. Very effective. The next way you can structure a workout would be with something called drop sets. This is simply working progressively down in weight while doing the same exercise. For example, if you're doing a bicep curl with dumbbells. If you start with 45 pounds, do 8 to 10 repetitions. Then 35 pounds, another 8 repetitions. You drop down to 25 pounds, try to do 10 to 12 times. Followed by 10 or 15 pounds and burning out as many times as you can, as many repetitions. The idea is you are dropping down in weight using the same exact exercise. For example, you could also do this with a bench press, working progressively down from a higher weight down to a lower weight over 3 to 6 different sets. I enjoy doing these at the end of a weightlifting workout to mix things up. The third way would be to set up your workout with what is called giant sets. I would only recommend this if you have a home gym or the gym is not busy. This is where you work out the same body part using different exercises or different angles, again with the same body part. I have found this to be an effective way to really target and isolate a lagging or weaker body part if I'm noticing imbalances. For example, if you're working out back, focusing on that for a workout, do a lat pull down, dumbbell back row, cable row, pull-ups, kind of do that all in a row. By the way, if you have questions on what any of these exercises are, leave comments below. Happy to help or send demonstrations. You can go from one set to the other with little rest in between. This is what makes up a giant set. So think 4 different exercises in a row without resting. Then take a break at the end of the exercises and repeat. I would then take 2 to 3 minutes between each of these giant sets. The fourth way to structure a workout is to do a circuit weight training exercise. Be prepared to get sweaty and breathe heavy. For a good workout, I would recommend doing 10 to 20 different exercises in a row without stopping. The goal here is to have those exercises cover your full body. Going through the full circuit should take about 7 to 10 minutes. Then rest a couple of minutes between to recover and repeat the circuit 3 to 5 times as you have time. This is a good way to test your muscles and stamina when you're pushed for time. It is adding a small amount of aerobic fitness to this as well, and is good to be able to work through in a quick amount of time, going from exercise to exercise without stopping for too long. The fifth way you can structure a workout would be a body part split. The goal here is to focus on 1 or 2 body parts in a workout. You fatigue the muscle and then would wait at least a couple of days before returning and working out the same body part. This is more of the classic body part or traditional, quote unquote, bro split workout. Even though it can come with some negative connotations, it is definitely effective for packing on muscle and strength. An example schedule of this would be one day working out legs, then the next day doing chest and shoulders, followed by an arm day. Or you could even have like a back and bicep day together, whatever you want to do to structure it. Focus on working out the muscles at different angles and in new ways to stimulate growth. You will not work them out again for a couple days, so push close to failure. The goal here is to try to hit each muscle part about 2 times a week to gain strength and size. Now for a few more details and tips. There are a few different types of exercise. Now, when lifting weights, these can be broadly grouped into compound and isolation exercises. I would recommend when starting your workout at the beginning, focusing on compound lifts first, as they recruit multiple muscles at once. Examples of compound lifts are squats, deadlifts, bench press, and shoulder press. Then I would look at isolation lifts as the finishing touches or kind of the icing on top to give you a more finished product. These would be things like bicep curls, tricep kickbacks, leg curls, things that concentrate more on a singular focused body part. As you get more advanced, you will start noticing some lagging body parts that don't keep up with the rest of your body. Just increase the volume a little bit and focus on these. To help, you can add and experiment with tempo, pacing, or try different angles to stimulate more growth. When lifting weights can seem overwhelming, there are many different rep ranges and wide variations. There is so much advice online that it can be confusing to know what is best. How do you know if you should lift a weight 25 times or 5 times? What is right, what is wrong? To clarify, all are good, and variation, mixing things up, is the key to staying in shape and getting your body to change. Generally, 15 to 25 reps would be considered high rep, 8 to 12 would be an in-between kind of hypertrophy stage, and 3 to 6 would be considered low rep. I usually feel the best, workout myself when I'm in the 8 to 12 rep range. I feel my muscles working and see good progress. However, I do have to continue to mix things up. High repetitions can be good to give your body something new. Lower rep ranges with long rest can also lead to an increase in power and strength. Regardless, mix things up when exercising and try to change things up to break some plateaus and achieve some goals. I would aim to try to mix things up every 6 to 8 weeks, kind of around that time frame. Another thing I would recommend or cover is the difference in the concentric and eccentric part of a lift. The concentric part is the lift when you're bringing the weight up, or that part generally when most people consider the lifting part. The muscle is shortening here. However, the eccentric part is when you're coming down, has been shown in numerous studies to be the part when the muscle is stimulated even more. So those who lift something, then throw the bar back down, remember the most benefits can come from a complete lift and finishing under control. I would recommend occasionally slowing down the eccentric part of the lift, again the time coming down, in which you are under the pressure of the weight against you. Instead of hurrying through this part in a second or two, make it last a few seconds, even up to 5 seconds occasionally, and really feel the movement. It can help periodically to mix things up, make that time slower, and help your muscles continue to grow and improve, introducing a new type of stimulus. Also, please remember, don't treat muscle soreness as the best indicator of progress in the gym. When you're new to lifting, soreness can be common, even make you feel like you don't want to go back and lift. It will happen a lot when you're beginning to work out. As you progress, though, it can be harder to get sore after every single time you lift or work out. Please don't let this discourage you. I would instead recommend tracking your progress. Keep a workout journal so you have something tangible to show you are on track. Put the exercises performed, the weight, how many times you do the given exercise. This way you can really see and track if your progress is increasing. It'll keep you honest and accountable. It will also help to see if you're really making long-term progress. The next thing I would recommend in training is to go close to failure. This can be hard to do, however, I would try to do it as often as you can while still being safe. If possible, take a friend or have a professional trainer with you. If this is not possible, just try pushing yourself a little past what you normally do. Don't do this with lifts you could get hurt on your own, like a bench or a squat. Don't lift 500 pounds without any help. Instead, try just adding a couple extra repetitions to your bicep curl, a few more tricep push downs, or make yourself get 5 more lunges. Your body will only change if you constantly apply change and push a new stimulus to make it adapt. Have some fun with it. I cannot emphasize enough, sleep, sleep, and sleep. Your workouts will be for naught if you don't take the time to rest and recover. Although it can feel like the workout time is when you're building, this is actually tearing your muscles down so that you're able to recover. The time when you are not working out, but when you are sleeping or eating, is what is needed to see real progress. Try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep whenever possible. Everyone's different, but generally most people do well with that. See what you feel best with and maintain a routine or general set time frame or range when you go to bed so that you can recover fully. This will help you see lasting results. Last but not least, the remaining tip is to reward yourself at the end when you accomplish a goal. Treat yourself tonight eating out or grab a favorite treat. Better yet, get yourself a new outfit or get some new kicks. Splurge on something that makes you happy, whatever it might be. When you accomplish your goals you've been working hard towards, give yourself some recognition and realize you did it. Stay motivated, and when you aren't motivated, stay disciplined. I hope this has given you some ideas or things to work on next time you grab a workout. There are so many things you can experiment with or change to keep things fun. Let us know what things you have done to improve your workouts by liking and commenting below. You can reverse the order of your exercises, change the type of workout, or change your speed. The key is variation and having fun. Just make sure to go in with a plan and structure that you are comfortable with. As always, Average Joe Fitness, bringing practical fitness advice to everyday people.